Yeah, Tricol, 8-8 to level us up. Can he just use that as a guide? And now it's getting awkward.
No score.
And how are they not in?
Harry require
3 darts
84.
hugging the wire.
Almost like he didn't even go for the treble 20 at all there. Fancies himself for the ball.
Game shot
and
the
that's why
second leg.
Harry Ward.
Harry require 87.
However, doesn't need to go the ball route here. He's eradicated that because he's pinned the treble 17. And he only needs the one match start for Big H.
Harry
a 4-1
Ward.
victory over Thibaut Tricol, getting his campaign off to a winning start. A huge 2 points already on this Monday. They are the first of Super Series 6. And it is Harry Ward with an 88-85 average for Big H. But coming up after the break, it's going to be Willie Borland against Nico Bloom. Just needs to set this up. Down to a 2-darter. Unless Willie Borland can produce some fireworks. Another. Tops. That is absolutely outstanding from Willie Borland. A huge 1-5-4 finish. 2 treble 19s and tops. It's the break of throw.
Willie require 48.
Double 16 will seal it. Tricky. Very, very tricky.
Game
but
shot
he finds
the
a way
match.
past and
Willie
Borland, when he
Borland.
turned it around after losing the opening leg on throw. 4 straight legs won by Willie Borland, including one with that stunning supersized 1-5-4 checkout. Nico Bloom showed some decent stuff. The only dart double he had in the game he hit, but Willie Borland hit him hard. An average over 90 and a 4-1 success for Willie Borland, who moves through to play his next game against Thibaut Tricol. Before that, the final 2 players in the group, Felix Schurz against...
Now all of a sudden there's pressure because Banks is on a 2-darter. Schurz got himself into this mess, needs to get himself out of it. It's going to be 1 at the Madhouse for 4-1. It's not there.
Well, it all started when he went that treble 14 route, got it, missed double 12. That's okay, now he's on double 6.
No score.
In the wrong bed.
Felix, you require 2.
Well, not double 3 this time, but double 1. So can only afford to miss high. In fact, some players intentionally miss high with their first dart, and I think that's exactly what he's done. 1 up and 1 in. Okay, 2 up. As long as you get the 1 in. And he does, in the end, gets over the line. It got a little messy for Schurz in that last leg. It could have been won a few more visits earlier. Ended up being a 24-darter, and he had to survive a bust there from Banks. But it's a 4-1 success for Schurz on debut, and it's all 4-1 so far at the Modus Super Series. Ward, Borland, and Schurz winning by that margin, and Willie Borland is back in action next against Thibaut Tricol.
I just don't know how some of them play at the speed they do.
Oh, that gives you an example of how quickly he's slinging them in. Almost like 1 dart's been thrown before the previous ones landed.
28. Will he require 119?
Can he land the winning checkout here? Treble 20. Gets him a go at tops.
Game
and it is
shot
another 4-1 scoreline here at the Super Series on Monday. Series 6 kicks off with 4 4-1 victories, and 2 of them have gone to that man, Willie Borland. Thibaut Tricol has been on the wrong end of 2, going down to Harry Ward and Borland, who completed the win with that stunning 119 checkout to double his points tally and make a perfect start to the week. Thomas Banks and Harry Ward up next to rely on Ward not cleaning this up.
Yeah, well, Harry missed 4 darts at the outer ring in that opening leg. Tops is required.
Game shot
make sure this time. And
Harry Ward.
so far, the match has probably taken a bit of a similar.
Instead, gets 3 for the match. It's that double 8 again, where all the problems started. Can he put it right and exercise those darting demons? No, he cannot.
Thomas, you require 16.
Yeah, unbelievable one. Opportunity that perhaps Thomas didn't expect to get, but that's also awkward.
Same thing happening to him. There's some kind of force field around this double 8. He's having to move left and then right. But in the end, Thomas Banks gets it right. And Harry Ward is left to rue 28 missed darts at double. in that game. Banks himself missed 15. Average busters when you miss that amount of darts at double. It doesn't really tell the full story. The scoring was pretty fine in the game. But in the end, the important thing is a first win for Thomas Banks. 4-3 over Harry Ward. And he will get his first points of the day. Nico Bloom and Felix Schertz coming next.
Require 103.
Particularly when you've been needing multiple darts at double. You'll only get one. And it's at double 18. Oh,
Game's on the
great
fifth leg.
finish from Felix Schertz.
Schertz.
And Nico Bloom is not out of the woods yet.
Sixth leg, it's Felix to throw first.
Yeah, and could that
Game
be
on.
crucial because now Felix has the darts to try and make this a level match.
And that's probably a happy accident because he's left himself clear beds, clear targets.
Game shot and
And he
the
clears
match.
Felix Schertz in
Nico
the end.
Bloom.
It was a good, bold bid to come back. But Nico Bloom wins it 4-2 and picks up his first points on his Modus Super Series debut. And he's very, very happy about it. There we go. Why wouldn't he be? 4 out of 7 on the doubles, an average just shy of 90. And a win for Nico Bloom that gets the big thumbs up. Coming next, the only player without points in the group, Thibaut Tricol, takes on Thomas Banks.
Points are at 152.
Well, double 16 is a target here.
Game shot in the third leg.
Fantastic
Thomas
finish from
Banks.
Banks, showing us all what he can do.
Double 8.
No score.
Yeah, and just pulls it into
Thibaut
double
require
16.
40.
So tops for Tricol to pick up his first points of the
Game
day.
shot and the
And the
match.
Frenchman finds it.
Thibaut
A 4-2
Tricol.
success. A great game. 1-5-2 checkout from Thomas Banks from 2-0 behind to 2-2. But then 2 more legs won by Thibaut to get his first 2 points in this group. The finishing was much, much better in that game. 4 out of 6 for Tricol there, who averaged almost 93 in that one. And he's looking good now to make a charge up the table. But the man at the top of the table is coming next. Willie Borland, who takes on Felix Schertz.
And Felix made quite a strong start in this match.
29.
Obviously,
Will he
he's
require
still 3-0 up. But I think, especially towards the tail end, it's been more about Willie Borland missing.
Game shot in the fourth leg. Willie Borland.
Well, there was a reaction. And dart missed. Well, Borland, though, missing the big number
24.
and therefore only getting 1 dart
Felix
at double.
require 20.
So once again, for the match.
Game shot
Yeah,
and
and
the
this
match.
time Felix does
Felix
make sure
Schertz.
4-1 winner there over Willie Borland. Willie Borland was looking for that perfect day, but couldn't muster a win there against Felix Schertz. And perhaps one that most people will find surprising, but it was definitely a case of missed doubles for Willie Borland, and Schertz just took those opportunities. As you can see, the checkout percentages there. Willie Borland just 6% on doubles, 1 from 16, and it was 4 from 15 for Felix Schertz. Averages around the mid-70s, but it's the win for Felix that counts. And coming up next to join us when Harry Ward faces Nico Blum. See that
Nico, you
double
require
5. and It's just
95.
one of those awkward doubles that you could just so easily pull it in, and that's what he's done.
Double 16. Oh,
Game
really
shot in the
nice nick
fifth leg.
from Nico.
Nico Bloom.
Win. Hasn't it a big treble in his last 12 darts, but he does when it matters. Can he hit the double?
90.
He thought he had.
Harry
Bloom thought he
require
got the job
24.
done. He thought it was in.
He obviously felt good. And as players, we've done
Game
that
shot in
quite
the
a lot.
sixth leg.
It's quite embarrassing.
Harry
But
Ward.
For the win. He's been made to work hard for it here, Harry Ward.
Game shot
does
and the
get it.
match.
Double
Harry
16.
Ward.
Sees Big H cross the line. Nico Bloom at one point of the match thought he'd won. For a dart double, it was so close he actually started celebrating its entry. But when he exits the stage, it will be without the points from this match. Big H takes them a 4-3 success for Harry Ward. At 81 average, 4 out of 12 on his doubles, and he doubles his points tally for the day. 4 points for him, 4 for Felix Schertz and Willie Borland, who is back in action next when he takes on Thomas Banks.
58.
Yep.
Will he
Can
require
he break
16?
that curse? Double 8.
Well, this has been the problem. He's been blocking it by throwing darts right on the wire.
Game
But he does get there in the end. He has the remedy.
Willie Borland.
Willie Borland gets the win, 4-2 over Thomas Banks, who leaves the stage disappointed. Shouldn't be too disheartened, has shown some good stuff at times. Borland rather nicely there, giving him a few words of wisdom as they walk off stage in tandem. But it is Borland who picks up the points in that one and climbs back to the top of the table. He's the first to 3 wins in the next game. Nico Bloom and Thibaut Tricol are trying to get to 2. A 180 with what he hopes is his penultimate visit of the match. And it turns out to be just that, a 4-3 win for Thibaut. Nico Bloom goes down 4-3 for the second successive game. He's playing some really decent darts, but just not managing to cross the line, and he's a little frustrated by that one. It was a 180 that won it, really. It was the second to last visit of the match. 150 remaining for Bloom, and then the maximum went in for Thibaut Tricol for a 13 darter after pinning double 18, 91.94 average. Really neat and tidy stuff for him as he takes his points tally to 4. Coming next, Felix Schertz looking to join Willie Borland at the top of the table if he can get the better of Harry Ward.
Premise. Yeah, just his execution let down.
And that can't be
Game's
said
on
of
the
Harry
first
Ward,
set.
who clinically
Harry
kills
Ward.
92 to punish.
Wow, but it's a painful statistic when you are one of the 2 people that are not going through.
Right, 2 120-something finishers on offer here. This one can be completed on the ball and
Game's
is
on the
completed
fifth
on the
leg.
ball, denying Ward a
Felix
go at the
Schertz.
1-2-5. This for the win. Double 20 for Harry Ward. Double 10 for Harry Ward. And it's a winning
shot
double.
and the match.
And a winning double,
Harry Ward.
which sees him move to the top of the table. Big H has set up a shootout against Willie Borland in a couple of games' time with that win. A 4-2 success against Felix Schertz. And it's a decent display from Harry Ward. The doubling spot on, 4 out of 6. A 96 checkout in there as well, defying the 1-2-1 from Schertz and averaging north of 91. So he will play Willie Borland in 2 games' time to determine who will finish the day top of the table. But before that, Nico Bloom and Thomas Banks will do battle. Will he be on the money with this checkout? Oh, it's double-double. And he
Game's
is.
on the second
Ka-ching.
leg. Thomas Banks. You require 4.
Bloom, once again, looks at a pair of 2s and a pair of 1s. And this time,
shot and the match.
He does indeed
Nico Bloom.
cross the line. Nico Bloom ends the day with victory over Thomas Banks, who will be rooted to the foot of the table on 2 points. Bloom has doubled his points tally and his win tally with that victory. A comprehensive 4-1 success that sees him finish a day on 4 points. Work to do for both players tomorrow, but we will determine who will be top of the table at the end of day 1 of Series 6 next, when Harry Ward and Willie Borland go head-to-head.
Just missed a few dots once again at double and just let Willie Borland in.
Yeah, this is really tricky as well. And it's nowhere near. It's going to
54.
be difficult to get
Will he
near.
require 32.
So Borland, from 2-0 behind, after winning that leg of dodgy doubling, finds
Game's on
himself
the
3-2
fifth
in
leg.
front and now
Willie
throwing for the win.
Borland. Will he require 20?
We'll see Willie be the big winner on day 1 of Motor Super
Game,
Series 6.
shot
And
and the
there it
match.
is.
Willie
4
Borland.
unanswered legs from 2-0 behind for Willie Borland gets him his 4th win from his 5 matches on the first day of the new series. Big H is in his slipstream on 6 points at the end of his campaign. 3 wins from 5 for Harry, but he would have felt that it could have been flip reverse that scoreline. He missed darts to lead the match 3-0. He ended up losing 4-2. And it's Willie Borland who has the best start to Group A this week. One more match to come. Thibaut Tricol looking to turn his day around totally when he takes on Felix Schertz.
Well, 144.
90 remaining. 36 remaining.
Game
Oh, that
shot
is
the
a
second
sublime
leg.
finish from Thibaut Tricol. Treble 20. Double 10. And that
Game
is
shot
that.
and the
Thibaut
match.
Tricol does complete
Thibaut
the turnaround
Tricol.
on the opening day of Motor Super Series 6. The Frenchman lost his first 2 games, but has won his final 3. Capped off with that 4-1 victory over the debutant here at the Live Lounge, Felix Schertz, who loses his last match and ends up on 4 points along with Nico Bloom and Thomas Banks, who only picked up 1 victory. But for Thibaut, he's in a much stronger position than when he started. 3 straight wins, a great 1-4-4 checkout in there as well, and a 4-1 victory to end the day's play.
Yeah, it wasn't quite formidable, but it was très bien as far as Thibaut Tricol was concerned on day 1 of series. I'll be honest, that's as far as I remember from French at school. But Laura Turner is alongside me up here on the balcony to talk about what we've seen so far today. These are the results from our 15 matches. They have come, they have gone, and really it was 2 players that kind of took command of the group in Harry Ward and Willie Borland.
Yeah, and it's not surprising, really. And I think Thibaut showed what he can do. But again, just that little slow start, but towards the tail end, got better and better. But yeah, again, the 2 former PDC Tour card holders, I'm not surprised that you find Harry and Willie, but at the top of the table.
Do you think we're going to find, as we get to this point of the year, Q-School's coming up in January, this is the business months of the darting year, that those who may have just come off the tour, that want to get their card back, and those just at the top end of the other tours, we're going to see them come to their peak. But maybe we see the best stuff now because they need to get themselves ready for January.
Yeah, indeed. And I think that's where all the focus is, not just, at pretty much every level. We've got World Championships coming up, we've got qualifiers, and like you say, then we've got a Q-School over in January. So this is the time when any and every dart player wants to hit their peak moment.
Well, let's have a look at the story of the day. Let's talk about Willie Borland because he is the player at the top of the pile. 4 wins from 5 as far as he's concerned. And he wasn't overly enamoured with his performances, but he was happy enough to pick up the wins.
Yeah, and I think it was quite an honest reflection of what he'd done. He showed moments of brilliance. He was explosive at times, but perhaps lacked that consistency. And as the matches went on, he did get found out because he did start missing those doubles. And you can't do that against this calibre of player. But overall, I think the most important thing for Willie Borland is the fact that he's at the top of the table and he's got 8 points.
Well, he almost feel like a boxer that's been saved by the bell at the end of a round in the fact that, yes, though he missing doubles at the end of the day, but the day is done. He can go back in tomorrow.
Yeah, and tomorrow, that's the whole beauty of this. Tomorrow is a completely different day. Just because you've played well or poorly on this day does not mean that that's going to reflect what happens tomorrow. So it's still, it's still a lot of work to do for all these players.
Well, we were up here after Game 6, and Thibaut Tricol was behind us, and we were talking about how he got off to a slow start. He needs to pick it up for the rest of the day. Now, I don't know whether he heard us or not, but if he did, he may have taken it a bit personally, because he then went on to subsequently win everything from that point onwards. But once he did get going, we saw the type of player that is made a Lakeside final and is going to be competitive that tournament again.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's got that coming up, obviously, in December. It was just a few weeks before then. So this is just a wonderful kind of platform for him to play at this kind of calibre of level, but also on a stage in front of cameras. And as I say, he just didn't start off too well, but he got better and better. And that 1-4-4 finish in that last match was absolutely sublime.
How do you think Harry Ward will assess today? He's got the points on the board, but again, maybe a little bit like Willie will feel there's still another level to go.
100%. Yeah, I think it's been a bit of a mixed bag. The one game which he just needs to kind of draw a line under, missed a whole lot of doubles, I think 28 missed doubles in all, and did come out and he lost that game against Thomas Banks. But he came back from that, which is what always impresses me, because that kind of stuff can live quite rent-free in your head, and he hasn't allowed that to affect the other performances. And that last one was always going to be a tight battle between him, but he sat there second on the table, and that's what you've got to take forward.
Oh, don't tell me about rent-free in the head. Right, let's have a look at the table at the end of day 1. Willie Borland, he tops the pile, having won 4 of his opening 5 matches. Harry Ward and Thibaut Tricol are in handily poised positions on 6. Nico Bloom and Felix Schertz, the 2 ADC European qualifiers, rise on 4 points. Thomas Banks, the solitary victory to his day. I want to finish with Nico because you know what? He's come in. He's not played stage darts for about 6 years now. The flower power has just embraced everything this thing is about.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's been fun to watch. He's brought, kind of a lightheartedness, but when it's come, when it's come to it and it's mattered, he's obviously got his dart head on. He wants to be winning these games, but he wants to make the most of the opportunity. He said himself he's going to come in back into darts, and he wants to make the opportunity, most of the opportunity here. But he's enjoying ADC Europe, and it's just nice to see someone enjoying their darts.
Yeah, we certainly enjoyed watching him. I've enjoyed spending the day in your company. We'll do it again tomorrow, shall we?
Indeed, we
Right.
shall.
We'll do that tomorrow, 9:30. Remember, exclusively on the YouTube channel tomorrow here at the Modus Super Series, what we like to call Moving Day. But as far as day one is concerned, well, Borland can't be budged at the top of the park.